Welcome to Frema TV show. Nana Frema is the name. Who are you? How did you come to be this person you call myself? How do you define who you are? Do you define yourself in terms of the thoughts, feelings, and actions of others? Or do you define yourself in terms of your relationships to other people and recognizing that your behavior is often determined by the thoughts, feelings, and actions of others? Your answer will reveal the kind of culture and society you're coming from. There are many people who have internalized beliefs that they are somehow less of a human being when they are single. Their reasons most often are, my parents have been married forever, their friends are married, their brothers and sisters are married. Therefore, if I am single, then I have a problem. Being single is never a case. Being single can give you amazing freedom and provide you with an opportunity to hone and polish your own skills and life experience. That way, when you do choose to leave the single life behind, you have plenty of independence living under your belt. The key to enjoying your single life is to make the most of your time. Take advantage of your freedom. Now we continue from where we left off at the last episode on how to enjoy single life. Please watch the previous episode to be in tune with us. Point 2. Enjoy your freedom. Everybody has radical little fantasies, and the chance of pairing up with someone who shares such a fantasy with equal favor is not something to hold your breath for. So what are you waiting for? Find some people who have the same idea, or just go for it alone, and you will meet like-minded people along. Father Patrick, in his book Single to Mingle, indicates 8 points to follow in order to enjoy your freedom. 1. Listening to music. 2. Buying a recipe book for cooking and trying your hands on some new dish. 3. Practice a sport. For example, swimming, playing football, jogging, etc. 4. Playing with kids. 5. Sleeping as long as you want. 6. Watching movies. And if you talk of watching, then it's Frema TV show. 7. Reading interesting books. 8. Cultivate a small garden or farm, growing your own food. It takes up a lot of time. 9. This is my own, from me to you. Find a good hobby and channel your energy into it. And I tell you, your life will never be the same again. We will be right back after this break. Welcome. Please subscribe and share to get more videos. Point 3. Figure out who you are. Being single is a time for you to get to know yourself and really connect with your values and thoughts. How do we come to understand ourselves and define who we are? Research has proven that in humans, self-recognition develops at around 18 to 24 months of age, and by adolescence, the self-concept becomes much more complex. In adulthood, the self has 4 components. A. Self-knowledge. Our beliefs about who we are and the way in which we formulate and organize this information. B. Self-control, the way in which we make plans and execute decisions. C. Impression management, how we present ourselves to other people. And D. Self-esteem, the way we feel about ourselves. Elliot Aronson, a professor emeritus at the University of California at Santa Cruz, in his book Social Psychology, outlines 4 major points on how we come to understand ourselves and define who we are. 1. Knowing ourselves through introspection. According to self-awareness theory, when people focus on themselves, they evaluate and compare their current behavior to their internal standards and values. When people introspect about why they feel the way they do, they often use causal theories, many of which are learned from one's culture. For example, when the person is typically African, for that matter Ghanaian, he or she will attribute his failures in relationships to witches and wizards. When people think about the reasons for their attitudes, they assume that their attitudes match the reasons that are plausible and easy to verbalize. Do you know yourself, and how do you define yourself? 2. Knowing ourselves by observing our own behavior. People also gain self-knowledge by observing their own behavior. Self-perception theory argues that when our attitudes and feelings are uncertain or ambiguous, we infer these states by observing our own behavior and the situation in which it occurs. An over-justification effect occurs when people focus on the extrinsic reasons for their behavior and underestimate their intrinsic reasons. Know your motivations for being single. When the introduction of some extrinsic rewards lead to a reduction in a person's intrinsic motivations, then it means we have a problem. In a relationship where one's motivations are based on money, houses, flashy cars, beauty, etc., are likely to collapse than ones based on the well-being of the other partner. According to the two-factor theory of emotion, emotional experience is the result of a two-step self-perception process in which people first experience arousal and then seek an explanation for it. Sometimes people make mistaken inferences about what is causing them to be aroused. If you want to be happy, then know yourself. 3. Understanding our own abilities. Some people have a fixed mindset about their abilities, which is the idea that they have a set amount of the ability they cannot change. Others have a growth mindset, the idea that their abilities are malleable qualities that they can cultivate and grow. People with a fixed mindset are more likely to give up after setbacks and are less likely to work on and hone their skills, whereas people with a growth mindset view setbacks as opportunities to improve their hard work. 4. Using other people to know ourselves. Our self-concepts are shaped by the people around us. According to social comparison theory, we learn about our own abilities and attitudes by comparing ourselves to other people. In addition, people tend to automatically adopt the attitudes of those they like and want to interact with. A relationship can add many good things to your life, but it also adds rigidity, so take the time to appreciate your flexibility. Use this chance to assess these. Later, you will need this information about yourself when new love enters your life. We will now postpone the series to be reconvened at another day. The name once again is Nana Frema. Please don't forget to subscribe to get more videos. Thanks for watching.